Hey everyone, it's Carly. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a huge book haul, and yeah, I'm guilty of spending more money on books that I probably don't need, but half of these are already on my TBR shelf and what books I need to read anyway, so I mean, I'm kind of helping myself out in a way, but also make myself really broke. So yeah, let's just get started. So take a shot every single time I say cute or I don't know what this is about of water. Obviously, because I'm not 21 and we need to be healthy, sisters. So do that. And let me know how many times I say that, because I really want to know how many times I say these, because it's so annoying to watch when I'm editing. So the first few books I either got from Amazon, like thrift books, like used books, or just stuff like that, just like anywhere on the internet. The first one is Faith, and this is a graphic novel. I don't know who it's by because it's scratched off, but it's a graphic novel and it's about like a plus size woman, and it's super cute and I'm excited to read it. It looks kind of like a superhero comic, and like the plus size woman is like a superhero or something like that, so I think I will enjoy this. As a volume 1, super cute. I got it for really cheap because obviously I try to get my books really cheap, so that's the first one, super cute. The next one is another graphic novel, and it is Paper Girls Volume 1, and I love the cover of this. It's so gorgeous. This is kind of like a Stranger Things kind of graphic novel with a bunch of women, and it's really cute, and I think it's very sci-fi like, and I think they're all working as like paper girls obviously, and then like just strange things start happening, kind of like Stranger Things. So yeah. Next is volume 2 of Wet Moon. I read the first one. It's like all in black and white. It's super weird is my best way to explain Wet Moon. I've never seen anybody really talk about Wet Moon, like their graphic novels, before, so I feel like I'm kind of like the only one that really has read them on Booktube at least. But it's very weird. I don't understand it a lot. It's very grungy, and I like that part of it, that it's really grungy. They have cute style, very Y2K, and yeah, it's really cute. I think I got this off Amazon, I'm not too sure. And I love that the one girl in here has like a hard time accepting her body image and stuff like that, because it's just very relatable to a lot of women and stuff like that. So I'm gonna read it some more and see if I could understand it a little bit better or even like it. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe I'll pick up volume 3 if I like it that much. And next is another graphic novel. This is Snot Girl Volume 2. I read volume 1. So cute. Lottie is literally just like my spirit animal. I love her to pieces. Lottie is the one with the green hair. She is called Snot Girl. And then I think the other girl's name is Caroline right here. If you guys read volume 1, you'd understand what the story's about. It's basically like a girl who lives in Lottie. She's like a fashion blogger, and she kind of goes to all these parties and stuff like that, just kind of like the whole LA life. And she meets a girl, and you know, things happen, but I don't want to spoil it because it's basically the whole entire book. So, but yeah, it's really cute. I love the pictures and how pretty and bright it is. This is my first graphic novel that I've ever read, so this I guess stands a special place in my heart. Alright, so that is it for all the graphic novels and the books that I bought online. Next is a book that my friend gave me to read because she says this book's really great, so I was going to give it a try. It's called Just Friends. It's a little bent because it's sitting in my car. Sorry, Dara. But I don't know what this is about. I'm going to go into this blindly, but I think it's like a contemporary, so I should enjoy that. I might be doing this for a video soon, like reading this book for a video soon, which you guys will see coming up. And if you follow me on Twitter, which you should, it's at Carly Reads, and it's in my link in my bio all the time. So if you guys follow me on there, you'll see that I have a few video ideas planned that I was tweeting about, so this will have to do with one of those. So next we're gonna get into the books that I bought from my local bookstore that I go to like all the time. I donate my books and I get store credit. First one is The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton? I don't know. My friend Patricia at Pinup Reads on Twitter, she lives by this book. She says it's like the best book ever, and it's a classic as well, so I think this would be kind of fun to read. It's like 170 pages long. It's a pretty light read, and I hear a lot of people talking about this on Booktube and stuff like that, so I think this would be a pretty good book to pick up. And another classic. You know, I want to read more classics. Next is Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia? I don't know. But this is another, I want to say contemporary. It's about a girl. I think she has like a fan base online, and then yeah, that's all I know. And then I think she meets like a guy or something like that. Not too sure, but I seen this all over BookTube like last year, and I was like, it doesn't really sound like my thing. And then I read it and I was like, oh, this is kind of cute. I'll give it a try. So that's that. Next is a smutty kind of romance book, and that is Rule by J. Crownover. Again, I don't really remember what this is about. I knew at the time when I bought all these books, I knew at the time what these were about, but now I don't because these have been sitting on my shelves. But this looks like a similar books to After, and I like smutty romance books, so I mean, I'm gonna pick up some more, so why not? And yeah, I think this is a series, so it's pretty cool. I want to start reading more series, so I will give this a try. It seems pretty good. Next is another book, and obviously it's another book. This is Easy by Tamara Weber, and I think it's Steph J Reads, I'm not really sure. She has a YouTube channel, and she was reading this for like a readathon she was doing, and this reminds me of After a lot too, but apparently it's like a lot more better than After, and a lot more, you know, less abusive and all that kind of stuff. But this basically is kind of like After, and it's just another smutty romance book, and I'm like really excited to read this. I'm doing this for a readathon coming up in April, and I'm really excited because I think I will really enjoy this. I almost started it the other day, but I was like, I need to read more books that are more important right now. So yeah, this I'm really excited for. Next is Winter Girls by Laurie House Anderson. I saw this all over Booktube as well. I didn't really think it was like my thing. It looked kind of like fantasy-esque or sci-fi, but I read into it and it seemed really good. And it's something about like two best friends or something like that. It's called Winter Girls, so obviously two best friends. But again, I knew what this was about at the time, but now I don't. I'm really bad at doing hauls. I don't know why I even do hauls, because I don't remember what any of these books are about besides when I first bought them. Next is another classic, and this I got from, I went to this like random little like book sale that was happening like in a few cities from mine, and everything was like $1 for paperback, and then I think it was like $3 for hardback, so a girl went crazy. And so I found Great Expectations by Charles Dickinson, really? Charles Dickens. Obviously a lot of people had to read this for school, and I was not one of those people, so this is a very big classic book, and I'm trying to read classics, so I'm really excited to add this to my classic shelf. I don't even have a classic shelf, but I mean just add it to my classics TBR, basically. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I think it has to do with romance. Not too sure. I knew at the time. Again, from that bookstore, or that book sale, is My Name is Memory, and again, I don't know what this is about, but I think it's about somebody that loses their memory, and it has a big twist on like this book. Then you know how somebody would just lose their memory, and then like they would learn how to remember everything. I hate those kind of books. That's like my least favorite kind of book. I don't know, it makes me annoyed. And I have no patience for that. Another book I got from that book place is a Penguin. Is a reader's guide inside. Okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Penguin book, like the penguin thing. That is The Memory Keeper's Daughter by Kim Edwards. Again, I forget what this is about, but whatever. This actually sounded really, really good when I first read the back of it, and I was like, oh, okay. I've seen this all over BookTube at points, and on Goodreads and stuff like that, and I was like, that sounds boring. And then when I read it at the book place, and I was like, oh, okay, that kind of sounds actually really interesting, so let's pick it up. Again, from that book sale, I got Tempting Fate by Jane Green, and I had another book by Jane Green. It was like Jemima J or something like that, and I'd never read it, but this one sounds really good. I think this is about I actually kind of remember this one, you know, give me props for that one. It's about a couple that's been married, and then this girl like goes and like cheats on her husband and like is like dating somebody else, and they get divorced and they have kids, and it's just like she's like 50 years old or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it sounds really interesting. You know, some juicy gossip romance. So, and it's what is this, paperback? I forget what these are called, but I hate the size of these books. I don't like how tiny they are, but I'm trying to get myself to be into those, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Next is In Real Life by Jessica Love, and I've had this on my TBR for a long time, and I think this has to do with somebody where these two people meet online, and then they meet in real life, and they're not who they say they are. I could be just, you know, winging that really badly, but yeah, I'm excited for that because I never really read books like that have to do with online dating and then they meet in real life and it's not what they say they are, because that's really realistic, you know? So I think this would be an easy read, and it's very, very short. So next is a fantasy or a sci-fi, whatever this is. It is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I know this is like really surprising for me to hold this up right now because usually I don't read fantasies, and yet here I am holding Red Queen. That was like a really big book on BookTube last year, and it's kind of a beat up copy. There was a paperback and there was a hardback, and obviously I wanted the hardback because I love hardbacks. But this one, honestly, when I read it, I didn't seem like I'd be too confused about it. I forget what it's about, but you don't say. You literally said you don't know what any of these books are about like 10 times. I should have made this a drinking game. Look how pretty that is on the inside. Like, that's so cute. And I just think that if I did read it, I wouldn't be too lost. There's the spine. But yeah, I think if I read it, I wouldn't be too lost, so I wanted to give myself a chance with some fantasy. And I feel like this would be like an easy-ish fantasy to, you know, not be lost on. Next is a book that was also on my TBR shelf for a long time, and that is The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. It's about sexual assault, aftermath of sexual assault. There you go. That's what it's basically about. Oh, yes. Okay, it's about this girl, her brother's best friend rapes her, and that's what it's about. It's like the aftermath of that, and how her brother doesn't like accept her or something like that. And it just sounds like a really emotional read, and I'm really excited to read this because I've heard nothing but great things about this. Next is another from that one bookstore, or the bookshop. You know what? It doesn't even matter where I got any of these books from because you can't get them, so whatever. Next is The Catcher in the Rye, another classic, and it's a very small one again, and I forget what these are called, but yeah, it's really small. This is another classic, and this is by J.D. Salinger. Me and my friend Patricia, again, we might probably buddy read this at some point because we both wanted to read this. And my mom looked at it and she's like, "Carly, you should get it." And I was like,
"Really?"
I was like, she's like, "Yeah, I read it for school." I was like,
"Okay, I'll get it."
It was only $1, so I mean, why not? But it's a classic. Again, adding this to my classics of TBRs that I need to read. Next is not really a book per se, but I'm gonna count it as a book. It's Anne Frank Beyond the Diary, and basically it's a photographic remembrance. And if you guys know me, you know that I actually like love learning about Anne Frank and the Holocaust for some reason. I don't know what it is. I just like learning about the Holocaust and Anne Frank, and that's like the only history thing that I've actually gave a shit about. And I hate to say that, but like the only thing that I actually understand. And I don't know, this is like a bunch of like things about Anne Frank and just like her diaries and some pictures, and it's like really cute looking. Not cute looking obviously because it's a really depressing time in life. Like I just like learning about Anne Frank, you know? So I got an Anne Frank book and it's like really tiny and it was $1, so. Next is Beautiful Creatures. This is the first book in the series, and I know there was a series, but I love this movie. This is Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. I don't know why I even bother to say like authors' names because I don't know how to pronounce them. But I watched this movie on Netflix like a bajillion times and I loved it. It's basically a fantasy. Again, this is the only fantasy I'll probably end up liking and reading. It's basically about like a girl comes to this school, to this town, and nobody likes her because her family has like a bad history. And I want to say they're like vampires, but they're not vampires. They're like witches or something like that. And then she like meets this girl that's like a love interest in the story. So obviously I'll have a little bit of like my contemporariness thrown in there. But basically it's really cute. It's not really cute, but it was a good movie. So I thought the book would be good too. So now the next books I have no clue whatsoever on. And it's for a specific video that I'm planning to do this month. So yeah, the first one is a little something different. It's 14 Viewpoints and One Love Story by Sandy Hall. And again, you can't freaking see anything. Okay, there we go. It's a cute little like love story, I'm pretty sure. Again, I can't read the back because it's part of my video that I'm gonna be doing. But yeah, this is that. It's cute, sure, yeah. Next that I'm pretty sure is a sci-fi or fantasy is The White Road of the Moon by Rachel, not gonna say it, but yeah. This is a really cool cover, I gotta say. It has a girl in a circle and then there's like a deer up top, I don't know. But yeah, I got this from my bookstore and I don't know what it's about because again, I can't tell you. I don't know what it's about and I can't know what it's about, basically. Next is a book that I'm pretty sure you all know because I don't think it's out yet. I think this is like an arc that I found in my bookstore and I'm so impressed. It's From Twinkle with Love by I don't want to butcher her name because I feel bad if I do that, but yeah, this is like a second book from Dimple Met Rishi, and I never read that book, but this one I knew because the cover is similar to that, and I heard people talk about this. I think it's the second book, I don't really know, but where it's like it's just written by the same author again, but I think this is like a love story again, don't know, but it looks cute. I love the cover. It's just, you know, super cute. Yeah, I like it. It's super cute. Next is a book that Lala, Books and Lala, has read, and at the time I knew what it was about, and all I know is that it's about a woman that looks through windows. It's The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn. That's all I know, is that she peeps through windows. But other than that, there's like a bigger aspect to the book, but this I can't know what it's about again. But yeah, it sounds like a good mystery thriller book because Lala likes thrillers and all that kind of stuff, so I decided to give it a try. And the last book that I cannot tell you guys about, that I don't know what it's about, is Rise of Fire by Sophie Jordan. This looks so cute. I kind of feel like this might be like a fairy tale retelling, which I don't really read those, but I just couldn't pass up this super cute, like viney looking book cover. So yeah, we'll have to give that a try. And the last book that I cannot really tell you much about just because I really don't know what it's about. I just it's been on my TBR. So it's My Best Friend's Stepfather by Opal Carew, and again, this is another smutty romance novel, and again, if you couldn't tell, it's about her best friend's stepfather. Obviously it's gonna be a romance with her best friend's stepfather, and I mean, that sounds really freaking good. So that's that, and I'm really excited for that. This is also a part of a readathon that I'm doing again next month, so you guys will see these books again coming soon. Wow, I filled up 1, 2, almost 3 shelves of new books. That's a problem. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big like, subscribe down below to join the family. And again, I have more videos coming soon that will explain all these books and why I have them. I didn't just buy them. I mean, yeah, I did kind of just buy them for no reason, just because I wanted more books. But, you know, I'm always cleaning off my shelves. I'm always putting it towards store credit, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just always helping myself out. But yeah, that's probably what I'm putting myself on a book buying ban, I think, coming soon, because I need to read all these books, and I am going to read half of these books just because I have videos I have to make to read these books. So that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.